What's up, guys? Michael Trasso here. I just got back from the 2024 NCAA Wrestling Championships in Kansas City. Such a great experience. Saw some awesome wrestling, a lot of upsets. This match with Drake Ayala and Richard Figueroa, I could not wait for. I was really excited they finally got to meet, especially in the finals. This match had some great scrambles in it, right? So I'm not going to be covering just this one. There's going to be at least another one or two videos coming out, so please be prepared and keep an eye out. This sequence right here, Richard Figueroa's mat IQ, his ability to think through this Merkle and counter it was incredible, right? Having such a subtle movement that had such high effects was really, really incredible. So let's talk about this breakdown here, right? I mean, end of the day, Drake's got a stellar slide by. He's a really good scrambler. Watch as he slides by Richard here, gets towards his back, and look at this Merkle situation he's got. He's got the head and arm locked in. He's got the inside and near leg hooked. This is a Merkle, right? He is seconds away from scoring his 3 points. But Richard does something that is incredible, right? As he has this Merkle, watch how Richard backsteps, right? So his left leg is backstepping to free up and give him access to grab Drake Ayala's foot, right? Once he grabs his foot, watch how he removes it from the inside and shelves it up on his outside hip, all right? Now look, such a subtle movement, right? Even for those that might be watching this that don't wrestle or watch wrestling as much, why is this important? If the leg stayed inside, right? If his leg stayed in here, both hands go to the mat, he drops down to a knee, this is going to be 3 points. This is going to be a takedown now, right? What Richard does is he removes Drake's leg from the inside and brings it to the outside, right? So he removes it, he backsteps, grabs that foot, removes it, brings it to the outside, and shelves it up on his hip. Just as if you were shooting a sweep single leg, for example, and someone whizzers you and you shelf the leg, it's the same thing. He's shelving it up on the leg. We'll have a better angle in a second. Once that leg is shelved, once again, Drake, can no longer use that Merkle to score. Richard pops his head out, scores his takedown right here for 3 points. Right, let's take a look at a better angle now. This caused a lot of controversy. There's a brick thrown. There's a challenge, but essentially Drake was not awarded his 3 points, and Richard was awarded his 3-point takedown. So better angle here. Look once again. So Richard, his head and arm is caught in by Drake, right? Drake has the Merkle locked up. The inside leg is hooked with that Merkle hook of Drake's leg, right? Once again, seconds away from getting scored on. Back step, right? Good back step to free up that ankle. Once he grabs that ankle, watch how he peels it to the outside, shelving it up on that hip. Now Drake's leg is across to the far hip, no longer hooking the inside leg. All right, completely taking away the power of that Merkle, winds up popping his head out and scoring a takedown of his own right on the edge for 3. Very critical takedown for this whole match, right? I think that really kind of disrupted the entire pace or momentum that Drake Ayala might have had. Check out this other angle right here. Drake hits his slide by. Boom, Merkle's in. Look, better angle here. You got the head and arm. He's got the Merkle hook in with the leg. Back step, reaches for the ankle, peels it out to the outside, shelves it up on that leg. This thought process, guys, was amazing by Richard Figueroa. Look how he has that pressure on that foot, right? It's like a contouring pressure of his body pinching inward. He's got the downward pressure of the rib cage and the hip. He's got the upward pressure of the quad driving on that leg, pinching it inside. There's no way Drake is getting this leg out, right? Once again, he could hold on to this Merkle as long as he wants and as hard as he wants. If this foot right here is not where it needs to be, this is basically useless at this point. All right, watch how Richard places his hand on that tricep, on that armpit, and he starts creating downward pressure to pop that head out, and scores too. See, look at that leg. Look how critical that leg on the hip was. It's stuck right there on the hip. You see how his hand, right? You see his hand moving right here? Look how his hand starts to reach for that leg. As soon as they break free, Drake's gonna try and scramble out or kick out. He's already got that one leg captured, right? Right hand's gonna start capturing the secondary leg right here to solidify that takedown. So once again, right, very subtle movement, right? I mean, for wrestlers, this is such a big chess game here. This was such a critical and high IQ, mat IQ move, right? Richard having this thought process in that split second made all the difference in him not getting taken down with Drake's Merkle and reversing, and I would say reversing the tables, turning the tables, and now scoring. Guys, expect more in the wrestling community from the NCAAs. Expect more from the jiu-jitsu side, wrestling in jiu-jitsu, how to utilize both. And thanks for tuning into this channel. Subscribe for more videos, and we'll keep more content pumping.